And it's showtime. Hello, 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 and good afternoon to everybody. I'm super excited to be here. Today is a special day for me to show you guys what's going on here. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's while you're tuning in. Tell me that you're here. Hi, Barbara. And where are you tuning in from? And how's the weather? The weather is beautiful today. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's cool but sunny, and it smells good out there. Because here in Oregon, we always have a little bit of rain. It just makes everything smell so good the next day, especially when the sun comes out. I don't know if you guys feel that way. Hey, Beth, how are you? Great, great. Beth and I had lunch the other day and had a really great working lunch. It was fun. But you know what? We forgot to take pictures. I mean, who does that? We're in social media. Why didn't we take pictures? I can't believe it. Anyway, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy Strong. I have Strong Social Media Solutions where I help people and help make tech and social media a little bit easier for you. There's some done for you services that I do. Also, I love to teach you what I learn because there's something new almost every day that you learn in tech. When you're in this world, there's just something about the ever evolving world of technology that it's crazy. I mean, think about all the AI stuff that's coming out here. Think about all that stuff, right? Hi, Diane. All right, you guys. So I want to get into it today. Like I said, it's a really special day for me. I just got a opportunity to have my own little business, and it's with birthdays. Birthdays are something kind of special, I think, for everybody. And when I realized that birthdays was a way to engage with people on a day that's kind of special for them. It's always happy. One of the reasons that I got into hairdressing, I had a choice way back when. I just want to tell you the guys this really quick. Way back when, to either go to nursing school or hairdressing school. When I looked into both of them, I thought I can't do nursing because everybody's always sad. Usually when people are sick, they're not, happy. They're sad. And then people die and there's all that going on. I didn't want to be in a world where that was happening. And believe me, I have the utmost respect for nurses because they have to deal with that, and you have to have a lot of compassion and all of that. But I wanted to do something where I made people happy. So I got into hairdressing, and I'm glad I made that choice because it was one of the most fulfilling experiences of my life. I loved being with people, making them happy, making them feel good. Um, and it was great for me. But birthdays are kind of the same way. So if you can engage with somebody on, a happy time in their life, because some people like they'll celebrate birthday for the whole month. Yeah, a whole month. Man, I wish I could do that. Anyway, because as we get older, we don't want to think about the number on our birthdays, but still the experience is fun because people treat you special on your birthday. So when I started thinking about birthday marketing, not that you're trying to sell somebody something on their birthday, it's far more than that. It's about engagement. It's about making your algorithms work. We talk about algorithms all the time, but like with Facebook, what it does is actually when you're engaging with somebody and somebody's engaging with you, that shows the technology that you are engaging, and this is a social platform, so they want more of that happening. If you're not engaging with people, then that algorithm is going to slow down because it's not seeing the activity that's going on. So that's kind of how it works. And this works in the DMs as well. That's part of the activity. So it's all over Facebook. It's on your wall, your page, other people's pages. Every time you message somebody or do something on social media, that is building your algorithm. If you're just lurking in the background, though, that's not building your algorithm. So at least put a little heart or a like or whatever on somebody's post. At least you're engaging a little bit. That's building it. So when you can take something like that and let it happen automatically so that it starts the engagement with a Facebook friend, then why not do it automatically? Because all you got to do then is respond. So, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, I found this tool that literally does that for you. It's called Genius Birthday Post. And so, what it does is it has the capacity to touch somebody, that birthday person, 4 times within a 14-day span. So, when I first started, all I did was wish people a happy birthday on the day of their birthday and then ask them like what they were doing for the day or what was on the menu for the day or something like that. And so the thing with that is I all of a sudden started getting all these conversations that were coming back to me from all over the place. These were people that I might not have connected with for years that I knew, but a lot of them were new Facebook friends that had, asked to connect with me that I didn't really know all that well. So, what do you think happens when you wish somebody a happy birthday and they see you and they don't really know you all that well? What do you think they do? They just go, "Oh, whatever. Oh, thank you." No, they click on your name, they go over to your profile and they're like, "Who is this person?" And then they start looking through your stuff. So pretty soon you see a conversation going on throughout your wall from this person. What is that doing? That's doing a ton of stuff. It's building your algorithm, it's building your engagement, it's building your online world is what it's doing. Was it doing that before? Did you reach out to this person before? If you were doing birthdays manually, would you have actually wished this person a happy birthday had you known whether or not you knew them that well or not? Probably not. Probably wouldn't do it. The only ones you're going to, you know, wish a happy birthday to is going to be the ones that you kind of know. Or, I mean, let's face it. How many of you do happy birthdays manually? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How many of you do birthdays manually? And now I know some of you have automation. Do you guys use the automation? Do you utilize it for what it's for? Do you use the 14-day span of what this message? Because some of you might even have the software. So I'm telling you, this is genius. What you do, and this is what I started doing, and it works so well. If you're a brand new user to uh, a brand new Facebook person, or if you really want to have some friends to actually message to, but building your friendships on Facebook doesn't take that long if you really work it. But what you want to do is go in there, do a pre-birthday message so it gets that relationship started. Then on the day of their birthday, this little tool has the capacity to actually post a graphic or image on that person's wall on the day of the birthday. And then you can write in the caption, you can tag them, which is a good idea because then they see it. And you can write a little like, hope you have a wonderful day, whatever it is on there. So now they're getting a image that's not just the regular, what is that, like the little avatar thing that people are doing now, for birthdays. And everybody does their own little avatar. Well, this is something that, you either create in Canva or you get off of Google or whatever. You want that to be a little bit different. And then you can also that day message them in their messenger. I choose not to, only because a bazillion people are doing that already. And so you might kind of get lost in their little feed and they won't get back to you right away. But you can, and you can actually even send a graphic or an image in on the day of in their messenger as well. Well, then 7 days after, you could have like a little call to action. You don't even have to say anything about their birthday. Most people have already forgotten about their birthday, is over with or whatever. 7 days later, what about saying, "Hey, I was just thinking about you. Um, I have this amazing group, and I know that you are into XYZ, and I thought that maybe I could send you an invitation for it. Would you be willing to join?" Or something along those lines. And then that gets another conversation going because they can say, "Oh, yeah, sure. Let me know what it is, or send me the link." Or you can ask them, "Would you like me to send you the link?" And they could say yes or no. Or they could say, "Thanks for thinking about me, but I think I'll pass at the time," or whatever. Still another conversation, even though they say they want to pass, because I've been in many of these conversations already. And then you just keep it going. Because what's going to happen is they're going to start seeing more and more of your stuff because you're in conversations with them. And then they can make a decision, because a lot of times they'll come right back and be like, "Yeah, okay, I'll join that group." Or, "Yeah, okay, show me what you got. I know you talked to me about it before, but show me what you got." So what do you guys think? I mean, is that not brilliant? And get this right now, because I'm launching this as my own little teeny tiny little business. I am doing the first 25 people that sign up. It's a monthly charge of $15. $15 for birthdays, for 4 different touch points that you have for birthdays. And to top that off, I charge a little fee. I can set the whole thing up for you. Done for you. I just sit here on my computer, and it's actually kind of fun for me. I love it. Set everything up. It will run smoothly. I just send you a little video to show you how to hook it up on your end, and that takes about less than a minute, and you're done. Absolutely done. It runs every day automatically. All those messages go out. All that stuff, it just goes out to your people as long as your Facebook is open and your computer's on. Now you can set the time to go out when you want as well. Is that not great? I'm telling you guys, for people that are a little bit introverted, and let's face it, a lot of us are introverted. I mean, I used to be super shy, not so shy anymore, but I still struggled with, who do I message? Who do I want to tell about this? Because, that rejection bite sometimes gets a little much. With birthdays, you don't have to worry about who you message, because everybody has a birthday and it's usually a very happy time. It usually is, let's face it. Maybe 1 out of 1,000 could have a really bad day on their birthday, but they're probably not gonna tell you about it, hopefully. Or if they do, then there's another conversation, but you could be empathetic and, go on. Anyway, what do you guys think? So tell me. Oh, the setup fee, $47, done for you. And get this. If you guys wanna change up the end of your messaging, if you've already had it set up with me before, I will continue and give you those messages for free, because it's so easy for me to do. And I know there's a little bit of a learning curve when you're first getting into it, because let me tell you, when I first got it, I thought, I'm never gonna figure this out. It took me, I had to watch all the training videos and kind of go through them and all that stuff. So now it's like nothing for me to do it, and I enjoy it, and I get super excited because I want to see I want to see the engagement that people get. There's another feature that I got to tell you guys about that they just put on this that is amazing, and that is the archive chat. So you're not going to see in your chat who the messages go out to unless they respond back to you. Then you'll see them. So the archive just, I mean, they still get the message, but you don't have to it all jammed up in your feed. So that's another thing for us that, well, I used to be an introvert, for introverts, because you don't want to see this message go out and then be like, well, they didn't message me back. What am I going to do? You're not even going to see it. So only the people that messages you back, you're going to see. So isn't that, you do it manually? Oh my gosh. I know, I used to do it manually too. And then at one time I hired somebody to do it for me. And that was expensive. And the problem with that is I didn't really know who it was going out to. At least this, I can kind of keep an eye because Facebook kind of tells you whose birthdays they are. And so I just kind of keep an eye on whose birthdays they are. And if you have a CRM for like your messenger and stuff, because some of us do, you can kind of keep track of them in that. But for the most part, just to get engagement started, just to get those algorithms started for your business, this is huge. It's huge. And for the price of less than pretty much 50 cents a day, yeah, you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. So easy. Set it, forget it. You never have to look at it again. Every once in a while, Chrome will do an update, and I have videos on that to show you how to figure out to fix that, because Chrome does these updates. Sometimes it's twice a day. Well, they'll update your extension, but probably not for like a week. So what will happen is that things won't talk to each other. And, I don't know all the code stuff and everything that goes on, but I do know that it's not the extension per se. It's because of the updates that are happening. Facebook does these updates too. And I don't know if you guys notice, but sometimes things glitch out a little bit. Lately, I've been getting some weird glitches on Facebook because I know they're doing a lot of changes right now. And Facebook's got a lot of bots flying around there. So I will post something. I don't know if you guys have had this happen, but Facebook will take it down. They'll take it down. They'll tell me that I went against community standards. I'm like, I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? But it's a word in your post or something. And so I've been trying to study and figure out what these little triggers are, because it's a bot that's running through the Facebook all the time. Facebook also has a bunch of what they call DOM structures, because there's so many people on Facebook that they have to take their communities in sections, because they have glitches too that they have to fix, and all the technology and stuff. So they couldn't take a billion people and fix everything at once. So they section these out into these different structures. It's almost like maybe like how they do grids for electricity and stuff. It's kind of like that. And so when they update, some people will get the update and maybe another person won't. There's also been features. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but there's been features that roll out in Facebook. Some people will have them and others won't. That's because they're on a different DOM structure. So that's getting into a lot of the technology part, but it helped me to kind of understand how things ran and stuff. And also that whole algorithm thing, that whole thing, even though there's those keywords and stuff, as long as you've got conversations going and you want them going on a daily basis, if you're going to do business on Facebook, you want that algorithm warmed up and revved up and ready to go every single day. Every single day. So anyway, yeah, they're using, definitely they're using they've been using AI for longer than we have, for sure. Do we need help with messaging? So it sounds, yes. So that's one thing that you can do. I mean, I can set it up for you. You can go in there and this is how I did it. and this works brilliantly. What you want to do is say you want to do a pre-birthday message for somebody, advanced birthday. So you're going to say something like happy birthday and then their first name, because you can actually populate their first name in there. Happy birthday, Diane. What are you gonna, or what do you have planned? What do you, because one of my favorite ones was what's on the menu for your birthday, or have you planned on going to a restaurant for your birthday or something like that? Because it's always about food. I love food and I love food pictures. Weird, but I do. Anyway, so whatever voice that you have with that, drop that line into Chat GPT and ask Chat GPT to vary this message, give several variations of this message, and it sounds like you from the beginning. So when it gives you several variations of the message, you can also tell ChatGPT, can you make it sound a little more friendly? And then it'll give you several more variations. And then you could say, I don't really like any of these. Can you make it sound more cheery? And they'll give you several variations. So you can kind of pick and choose. And this is what I do, is I put the ones I really like on a Google Doc, because I have about 12 of them, because I'll actually every so often go in there and just change up my messaging just a little bit. And that way it sounds like you. Nobody has said to me, this doesn't sound like you. The only time that they did that is one time when I sent out a survey and I asked them to click on the survey and take the survey. People would come back and say, is this you, Cindy? Is this really you asking me to do the survey? And I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just doing some market research. So since then, instead of just coming out with the ask for asking them to click on something and take something, I asked them if they would like to. It still keeps the conversation going. So like I said, they say, oh, thank you for thinking of me. Not right now. They're still in that conversation, and you can keep that going and say, oh, great. No, I'm just really glad to connect with you. And, I love being able to see what you're doing on Facebook, and isn't that great? And then they'll come back and say, yes, I follow you all the time and blah, blah, blah. A lot of times I don't know that. I don't know that about them. So it's keeping the conversation going. So I like that part of it. It seems to work a little bit better than just clicking on the link, because then you're not having to explain yourself. Yes, it really is me. You're just asking them if they would like more information, or if they would, would you like to join my community? That would be amazing. I would love to have you, kind of thing. So what do you guys think about that? Tell me in the chat, what would you like to open to rather than to? Yes. You know what? That's what I mean, is putting those words together, Beth, like putting those words together that sound like you, that sound like something you would say. The other thing that you can do is, like voice message something and see how that sounds. And you can actually put those words on a sheet and drop it into Chat GPT. So that works too. That's what I did a couple of times when I was explaining something, to explain it in my words, dropped it into Chat GPT. So I explained it into words on a Google, because you can voice on Google. Do you guys know that, if you're doing a doc, you can actually voice record, and it'll write what you're saying. I know. I figured that out, and I was like, oh, this is great. I mean, you could write a whole book that way. You just like be talking, just like be chatting. And yeah, why not? Then you don't have to type it. Then you could just drop those words into Chat GPT, because that really is your voice. It really is. So that way you have the messaging down to where it sounds like you. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Anyway, I'm super excited about this. The price is going up after my first 25 people that sign up. I have a fabulous funnel that was just built for me. And so I did put the link in here. However, I don't think you can copy it off of StreamYard. Let me look. I don't think you can copy it off of here. I'll put it in the banner. Let's see. Um, yeah, I don't think it's gonna let you copy it though. So I guess, and I should make a tiny URL for that because that's really long. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Anyway, there it is. I did put it in the chat area, and I'll put it, you know what? I'll put it up in my banner on my Facebook page as well. And those of you that aren't friends on Facebook, I please become a friend on Facebook or message me. The best way to get a hold of me is through the DMs. I am in the DMs all day long because of my birthday messaging, because that is the way that I engage with people a lot of times. And if I'm not doing a live or whatever, and it's my social community. And let's face it, most of us are very social. That's why we're here. And it is social media. So I hope you guys can see the value in this. And, it's not just about getting a sale every time that you have a birthday going out. It's about the whole entire picture of this. And it's just an amazing way to start conversations and get your algorithm boosted. Even if those people never purchase from you, think about the people that they know. Now you're posting on their wall, those other people are going to see you posting on their wall. The graphic or the image is going to be different than the ones they see. So it's going to be more eye catching. It's all about stopping the scroll. So now those people, they're also going to click on your link going, who's this friend of so-and-so's? And then go to your page and then start to look at your stuff. So think about that. It could be the people of it. I always used to say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And it's true. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I mean, it's a little bit about what you know, but it's a lot about who you know, especially when you're in relationships. So, anyway, I hope you guys got a lot out of today. I have been so excited and just like bursting to tell you guys about this. And I hope you join me on this. I'm here for you, and we'll be doing a lot more with birthday marketing because this is kind of like my little baby now. I'm so excited. So anyway, and join Tech Talk for Beginners. You get Tech Talk for Entrepreneurs. I changed it to Tech Talk for Entrepreneurs because there's a lot of people in that group that are not just beginners, but it's also for people that are beginners, because that's my whole thing, is I want to make this easy for you guys. If there's anything I can do to make it easier for you, I'm all for it. That's what I want to do, and keep things low cost, because let's face it, when we're in business, we don't want to be spending a fortune before the fortune starts coming in. You want to make a little bit of money before you have to spend a lot of money. I mean, we always say, oh, yeah, you got to spend money to make money. Yeah, but we don't want to spend everything to make a little bit of something. So this is just something that is just so low cost, and it just has a huge impact. And I hope you guys will see the value in it. Anyway, until next time, I'm so excited. Till next time, we're just going to go out there and crush it on social, right? We're just going to go out there and have those conversations, get the birthday tool, and there's no obligation to keep it up. If you get it and you think, oh, I just hate it, just cancel. It's okay. But it's totally worth it. It's totally worth the little bits of money that it costs on a monthly basis. $15. It's nothing. I mean, that's like not even 2 Starbucks or whatever. Starbucks is really expensive anymore, by the way. Make my own coffee. So just think about that. And to be able to have those conversations with people, and sometimes it's people that you haven't seen for a really long time, and sometimes it's people that you don't really know all that well. So building relationships is what it's all about. It's the know, like, and trust factor that you want to get going in your business. And this is just one easy peasy way to do it. So, all right. Until next time, you guys, I will see you on the flip side. Bye.